Mhm. 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 Ah, boy, goodness gracious. All right. Hey, 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 hey. Hey, Gabby. Hey, sorry I kicked myself out. I don't know. How are you? You sound like me. That's why I hate typing. You won't come up here? I'll send you a link. Hang on. Okay, that's fine. Delete it on Facebook. I don't care. There you go. Okay, so they said you was good. Good, 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 good.
Is that he thinks it's just muscles from me laying on that stainless steel table.
Yeah, I bet. Wow. Well, we're supposed to be moved by the third, but we haven't found a place yet.
Oh,
Yeah, we're
I
having
was
a lot of
hoping that
trouble.
you guys had.
Nah, we having a lot of trouble finding a place that let me have my dog. And now Lucy's got a puppy, little Ricky.
Right.
She had one puppy, and to get where she don't want to stay in here with him, Pablo kind of takes care of him, except for feeding him. And she get where she won't stay in here. She don't stay in here now, and he's starting his eyes is open, his ears is open. He's starting to get around, and now I got to clean up after him too
Oh, goodness.
because he can't even stand all the way up yet. I mean, his eyes just got open, but he's crawling around, tinkling.
Right.
and he don't know, he ain't even old enough yet to, try to stay on the, I try to keep him on the pads and stuff, but he wiggles off. He's nothing but fat. He's so cute. He kind of reminds me of Laddie. He looks like a kind of boxer with, but he's brindly, kind of not really brindle, but like brown and black, kind of mixed, but not really striped. Does that make sense? Did I lose you? What happened? Hey, Adventures with Lost Souls crew. I must have got frozen or something. Did they leave? Man, I was frozen. I couldn't. I was trying to welcome them.
All right. I think I'm back.
Are you back?
Why
I
am
don't
I
know.
echoing?
Cause have you got, I don't know, there's two of you up here. So I don't know. I'm gonna remove one of you.
There, I got one, I think.
Okay, yeah, I took one of you down. Okay. Yeah, I was trying to tell them hello, and I guess we was frozen. I guess it kicked you out.
Yeah, I'm still echoing. I don't know. I turned my mic off and it went away. So
Yeah, if you ain't, are you on stream? You gotta be on StreamYard and let go of.
yeah, I'm on StreamYard.
Yeah. So I don't know. It's not that bad. It becomes a lot better.
Let me see if I can. I might get kicked out, so keep an eye on me. I'm gonna try and close out my YouTube.
Okay. All right, there should just be one of you up there now. I got three of you showing, but I only got one of you active. I guess. Let me make sure these two ain't. Right, that one's not. All right, I don't know. It's gonna just cause me problems, I reckon. More. So what is this? Was that just the EVP? All right. So I don't know. Can you hear me? All right, I added you to the stream again. Now I don't hear anything. Huh. I don't either, Gabby. I don't understand. I swear I thought I heard some EVPs come through. It was almost like something was trying to talk, which it may have been the way things have been going. Let me take you back off then. Okay. I don't know either. I don't know. Things has been kind of crazy. They kept saying I owed a debt. I owed a debt. So finally I felt like I got my vibration up enough to ask, who do I owe and when did I make this debt and all this? Because, you know, I just told them I don't have no recollection. Well, they said I don't owe a debt no more. They finagled, they said. So I don't know what that means. Maybe somebody bought it because in one of the sessions, I'm pretty sure Seth said he would sell the debt or whoever it was that had the debt. But when it was said, I don't know. I don't know. It's weird. It's actually been getting better though. I've been doing a lot of deep like energy meditations with the Arcturians and really trying. And I've been watching some Billy Carson. I watched some Billy Carson and he pretty much shredded the Bible, but he proved his point. And not that I don't believe in God or Jesus, but I just believe that the God that was in the Old Testament, the Yahweh, the one that killed and raped and pillaged and done all that stuff, I really believe that was an Anunnaki. The Anunnaki story is really, really, really coming together for me. And I don't take something like that too lightly. I've been really, really struggling with it. And I feel like after I listened to Billy Carson, I just kind of accepted it, that it was a man written book, and that is, you know, I didn't devalue it, but I'm just looking at it from a different perspective, from like Marduk and Baal and all those older gods in the Old Testament. They just kind of put the Yahweh. I was listening to the Fifth Kind with Paul Wallace and was already getting convinced, but Billy Carson pretty much said the only reason you don't already know this is because you're lazy and didn't research your Bible. And I got to thinking about that, and when I read the Bible, I mean, it's all there. It's right there. He used the Bible to prove his point. And so I don't know. I'm just trying to like be better today than I was yesterday. I'm going back to the original motto, you know. And if whatever happens, happens. You know, he said there were a lot of reason we wouldn't let go of a lot of this fear and stuff, and just accept that that's the way, you know, that was written. And like the Sumerian text and the Egyptian, like the Emerald Tablets of Thoth, all of that was written thousands of years before the Bible. The Bible pretty much stole the whole entire story from Noah down, from creation down. I mean, it all kind of stole it and just put another different names on it, which they were all like Anunnaki overlords, and they all had their own peoples, and they let the people worship them as gods, and that's how religion came about. And if you go back and listen to what Jesus said, he's talking about love and light and all that right there in the New Testament. And I've read it 1,000. I went to Bible college and didn't see it till it was pointed, you know, just blatantly like proven right in front of me. And then I don't know. My head's been all messed up, but it's been better the last few days. I kind of just like accepting it. I'm just going to work on my relationship with the Creator God and Jesus, and just try to have more light and try to be or at peace, you know. Yeah, he said that, yeah, I believe in the source now. I mean, you know, which is what I kind of always believed anyway. You know, I've always said everybody works for God. They all, even the bad, works for God. You know, I mean, there's that source. I'm just not comfortable with saying that I'm a God. That's the only language of it that I don't like. Is, you know, it's teaching us that we are God, and you know, we might be in control of our own destiny more than we thought we were, but I can't say I'm God. You know, I can say I have a God spark and I'm a child of God, but I'm not comfortable saying I'm God. But other than that, I've been doing all right with it. You know, I've kind of let it go, and I kind of tried to breathe it out, and I've been working with the Arcturians to get my chakras and all that aligned, and I've started so many videos, and then I can't get them finished because they just end up being so long, especially when it comes to the Anunnaki. You know, I could write every day. I could do a 30-minute video every day for the next 10 years and never cover the whole subject of the Anunnaki. Atlantis and all that. I've learned so much lately, and it just, you know, so I'm just trying to process all that and get like aligned and try to raise my vibration. And I think I'm raising it. They actually called me Vivid on one of the sessions that I was translating either yesterday or today. I don't know. I got a couple more. I tried some new apps. I tried an app last night that it takes letters and makes words. It's called Ghost Contact. It does a lot of beeping and it's kind of tedious, but I felt like I got some couple of intelligent answers. I think it's posting right now. It's uploading right now. It might even be uploaded. So I didn't put any background on it. I just showed the whole app because it puts out like these printed out words. It doesn't. But it to me it felt more genuine because I really had to work to get answers, and it doesn't matter what app I download. Like I went back and downloaded the Cultus app again and tried it again because I really wanted to give it a chance. And it's the same people. It's the same. It's my same crew. And not just my crew, but the good, the bad, all of it. And the Spiritus app has turned into like, it's total card playing. When I go over there, that Lucinda lady and the guy that whispers, they're all I translate anymore because I'm telepathically communicating with them. I don't even have to talk. If I talk, it causes a big uproar and they all get like crazy. But evidently I've learned to cloak myself a little bit. I don't know how I always end up in astral projection there every time I start a session, but I do. And I can't stop it. I can't not. I'm here, but my like astral body is like there communicating with them. That I guess that's the telepathy part of it. I don't know. It's crazy. Yeah, it's the same beings on every app. I can't even access my Amazon apps anymore because like the SDC and the Sono X10 and Angelic and all that, but they told me to kind of leave all that alone. And when I went in to thank everybody, the last round of thank yous that I done about a month ago, the Angelic app were like, we're going to tell your group you were here. You know, kind of like, and one of them said, I can't believe you would dare come in here. Yes, I come in here to thank y'all, even though it might have been a negative part. I come in here to thank it. I went around and thanked everybody after the river thing, because I was really trying to raise that vibe because I thought they done killed Pablo. They told me they killed Pablo. I stayed at the river for a day and a half thinking my dog might be at home dying or dead. And it really screwed up my head. But I did good. I did not go off. Actually, Marduk swooped in and kind of saved Pablo and all kind. I don't know what he done. They said it was too late, but he swooped in and appeared to have restored Pablo somehow. I don't know if it was all psychology, a psych attack, like they attacked my mind and stuff to see what it would do to me or whatever, and they really didn't hurt him. But he hasn't been the same ever since. He even acts different. And I come home and the puppy was down in the couch. Lucy had hid the puppy down in the couch and was like tripping. Lucy was tripping too because she was shut in here with Pablo while we was at the river. And she got shut in by accident and had the puppy, and I'm glad that she was now, so she could have the one puppy inside. Didn't find any other puppies or any signs of a puppy. You couldn't. I didn't even know she had a puppy. I come home. I went to bed. I took a shower. Went to bed, and whining. I thought it was a kitten trapped in our room, and Pablo was after it or something. It was just whining, and I got up, and Lucy was on the couch with the puppy, one puppy. So we named him Little Ricky after Ricky Ricardo, Little Ricky, because Lucy and Ricky had Little Ricky. He's a boy, so we just named him Little Ricky. He's so fat. He is so cute. He's over there trying to stand up now. He's so fat he can't hardly stand. He can't stand up. He can't keep his back legs up. I'm smoking. When I finish smoking, I will get him and turn the camera on and let you see him. He is so cute and so fat. And I can't take him to the pound. I can't. I don't know what we're going to do with Lucy. She's one of them dogs that wants to stay. She's used to running free. I don't know. I just don't know. I don't know how it's all going to work out. But I got to just trust. In one of my meditations, they gave me some gifts, like 4 different gifts, and all the gifts work together. Well, one of them was like a seed, and I think it was a mustard seed for like faith, and I planted it out in the universe last night. So we'll see how that goes. I did this Arcturian meditation, this spirit one where they take you into the 5th, 6th, and 7th densities, which is way higher than I'm be vibrating. And my skin hummed for 2 days. I didn't sleep for 2 days. They accused me of doing dope, of course, but I wasn't. I really wasn't. I meditated, and I guess they checked that out and found it out. So I was trying to do it again yesterday, and Pablo went off barking like during stage 2 of it and pulled me out of a deep meditation. And so I kind of did a different one, trying to kind of just pull myself back together and get back to that place. And I did the full like energy alignment, and I woke up today and felt great. I felt a lot better than I did lately. I don't think she had any more besides Little Ricky. I think she only had one puppy. She only had like a teat and a half fill up with milk. Only one, and then where he'd been trying to suck on a different one, I guess it's kind of filling. But it's about like 1.5. She got like 1.5 teats. But that one puppy's all I seen. I didn't see any sign. They weren't any dead puppies in here or anything. There weren't any blood. There weren't nothing. And I know she didn't carry it in because he fell off the couch twice, and she won't pick him up with her mouth. She's like scared to, like, she's real gentle with him. Lucy's a sweetheart. She just don't listen. She won't walk on a leash, even though, I spent like a long time trying to train her. It took forever to get her to go get the Frisbee. But ever since she went into heat and she refused to come inside and all that, and I couldn't catch her. And that's how she ended up getting pregnant. I guess I don't think they must have hung up good. I mean, they must have got interrupted or whatever. Because I tried to keep her from getting. I tried to take her in and out and all this kind of stuff. And this one night she wouldn't come back in. She just would not. And I chased her, and I couldn't chase her no more. I mean, I was out of breath and everything else. And was who really big? Oh, the puppy? Yeah, he's fat. Let me get him. He's He's a huge one. It's okay, little Ricky. It's okay. And Pablo is so good with him. Pablo really is. He is so good with him. You need some light. I don't know. Can you see him or not? Let me walk over here where you can get on some light. There we go. Come on. There he is. He's only like 2.5 weeks old. He can't even stand all the way up yet. He tries though. He tries to bring his back feet up. But as you can see, he is fatness. He's fat. But he's cute as a little bud. Oh yeah, little Ricky. I don't know how to make him come in the middle of the... There he is. Now Pablo's getting jealous because I'm holding him. But that's him. We thought the Mexican dog got him. He's kind of a ivory colored dog, like an off-white color. He's real short haired like this. I think this might be him. He might be his daddy because he's got that round head like that. And he just looks like a mixed breed dog. You know, Lucy's full-blooded border collie. So, this right here should be an interesting dog. And he's a pretty good dog. He hangs out with Pablo because Lucy won't stay in here. She comes in and feeds him 6 or 8 times a day, but she got where she won't stay in here with him. I guess it gets on her nerves. All right, now I got a guest here. Okay, that's still you. And we got something over here. Yes, he is. He's going to be big. Just seeing screensaver. What? You couldn't see him? Did you not see him? No way. All right, Pablo. I've lost you. I've lost you. Okay. Here. Can you hear me? Gabby. Gabba gab. Gabba 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 gabba. Oh, got a cat. Oh, okay. Okay, so you can hear me. Okay, so I'm
Yeah,
gonna
can
take
you
you
hear
back
me?
down. Yeah, I can hear you now.
Okay.
Yeah, I put you back up there. It come back up. It popped back up.
Yeah, it's still echoing. I don't know what's up.
Oh, I don't either. It don't matter. I was hoping Natasha would come, but I don't get. She's been not feeling well. She said her back's really been bothering her, and it's been
So I can relate to that.
and it's been a heat wave from hell in England, and here too it's been like 112 degrees every day.
We went to a movie today to take granddaughter out, and the car said 101.
Oh yeah, yeah, it's been terrible. And they're having a big heat wave in England, so I guess that's affecting people. Because that one guy I watched, Really Haunted, the one with Vlad the Demon in his house.
Right.
He been sweating like hell. on the
Mhm.
videos.
I wanted to ask you how long it took for your hair to grow back after chemo.
I was in prison for 13 months and I was on chemo for like 2 months of that. I mean, I had about finished chemo before I went in. I did like my last 2 treatments there. So about 10 months, I guess, maybe.
Okay. It's only been
But I
about a
mean, I
month,
had
but
just
I'm
like,
so anxious for it to grow back.
I had just shaved it though right before I went in. So, I mean, you know, probably about 10 months, I guess, after the treatment stopped.
Well, I haven't shaved it no more, but I'm balder than a damn cue ball.
Yeah, you won't have to. You won't have to shave it again. After the radiation stops is when it'll start growing. That's when you
Okay.
the whole time you're radiating, you need to like really
Well,
put
she
the
said it wasn't going to affect my hair because it's only my pelvic area.
oh, they're like focusing it. Oh, okay.
Yeah, they're going to do 5 weeks of external and 2 weeks of internal.
Oh.
I'm going to glow.
Do you meditate? Do you meditate? Have you been using your bowl?
Yes. Thank you so much.
Can you feel it?
Yeah, and you know what? My granddaughter's been using it as well.
Okay. Cool.
She sees
Yes,
me doing it, so she likes to hear it ring.
I love mine. I got me, you, and Natasha. All 3 of us, boy.
Yeah, I love it.
I do too. I love mine. I got everybody different ones, so we should have like a different. They're all supposed to be at 432 though.
Yeah, that's good.
432 hertz. What do you meditate?
Sometimes I do, not a lot, but I do.
Well, if you now, I'm not a real trusting person when I meditate, but I do trust the archer. There's a couple. Um, there's these one channelers that I trust that I go do a guided meditation with, and I feel great afterwards. I mean, like noticeable difference. You should maybe try it. I'm telling you, it's actually working for me physically wise, pain wise, and being able to get up and waking up in the morning not crying.
Yep, I've been listening to that Jason Stevenson.
He's good, ain't he?
Yeah, I like him.
I do too. I like him. I like his past life regression stuff.
I want to find somebody to do that.
He does it. He does
I
it general where
tried to
you
do
do it yourself.
with
It's
his,
just you accessing. Huh?
I tried to use that video and it didn't work for me.
You have to do it over and over and over and over, and then one time it'll work.
Okay.
You have to do different ones, like I try. Oh, and I've been doing qigong and tai chi. I do 5 minutes of tai chi, and then I'm supposed to build up, right? But I got sidetracked, and I had a couple days last week that I just couldn't get up. I mean, it hit me again like I was getting sick, right?
Yeah.
And so for 2 days I didn't do it. So I didn't move up to 10 minutes. But like once a week you move up to like another 5 minutes of it. But even if you like in bad shape, like disabled, you can sit in a chair and do it. It's real slow like movements. It's about energy movement. And then qigong is the same thing, only a little more focused and a little more like higher vibration.
Well,
But
I've always heard Tai Chi is good.
There's a 6-minute qigong healing meditation, self healing, and oh my God, it feels great too. It feels great too. And
I'll
it's
look
not
into
like
it.
working out like a cardio or anything. You can sit down and do it.
That's what I need.
I mean, it's better if you stand up, but that Dr. Lamb that teaches the Tai Chi for arthritis people and people with like bone diseases and stuff like I got, he like said, that if you sit in the chair and do it, that after about 6 months you'll be able to stand up, even if you couldn't stand up to begin with.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it'll make that much difference. And he said he kind of like guaranteed it, but you got to do it every day. Got to practice it every day. And you're supposed to do 20 minutes a day, but it's supposed to take you a month. Or actually,
let's see if I can get through this radiation first. Every Monday
right.
through Friday for 15 minutes, 15 to 20 minutes.
Wow.
Yeah,
Yeah,
for
that's
5
gonna be
weeks.
crazy. Yeah, that's gonna be crazy. That's a lot.
Yeah.
It seems like. It seems like a lot, I guess. I guess I can't give you much
20
of
minutes
time.
isn't bad, but when you think about it being Monday through Friday.
And it ain't gonna be just no 20 minutes.
It never has been.
No, you're gonna be in there an hour for anything you do.
Yep.
Yeah. That's something. Yeah, I'd be getting about sick of it. But you're halfway there. I mean, you're halfway there. You're about to get it knocked out.
Yep.
Can't give up now. Have you got a TV on?
I do.
Maybe that's what I'm hearing. I heard a man's voice.
Oh, it was that Charmin commercial with the bears.
Yeah, I heard a voice.
Let me turn it off.
I go back and listen to stuff for EVPs because I get EVPs all the time. I mean, if they got something to say, they just say it. They figure I'll catch it.
Yeah, they didn't want me on 10 a while ago, though.
So I went back to the Hope app and did a couple sessions, and again, it was still Kristen and Eris and all them, and Eris is still mad at me. He's got Kristen on a mission to, hang me in the woods. But she don't. She tells me everything, and then says, "Oh, Eris is gonna leave her now." So I think I'm gonna start leaving that alone. I'm gonna start leaving that alone too, because that's just kind of poking the bear.
Yeah.
Or maybe I should just,
What is
kind of back off. Huh?
What is Kristen?
An elemental. She's Eris's elemental.
So that's like a cat or something, right?
No, that's like a earth spirit or a marine spirit or a air spirit and I think she's like an earth spirit because he's like an earth god. He's got a war and chaos and storms and stuff. So I think she's like an earth elemental. She's like kind of like a witch, but they don't call them witches. They call them elementals. They work with the elements of.
Oh, okay.
It's kind of like a witch. I guess I was like their witch for years and didn't even know it. That's kind of how I feel. And especially if they're right and the devil is the God of the Bible that we've been trying to serve. I've been trying to serve all these years, no wonder I couldn't get anywhere.
Wow.
I mean, I feel like my whole life's been turned upside down. Everything I believed in is gone. Kind of.
Right.
I mean, it's not really gone, but it's just drastically changed. And, I guess I was fighting that. And since I just kind of let go and said, okay, whatever, you know, I'm still going to believe in creator God, source. And I still believe Jesus was, you know, God come down here to try to set everything right. He sent Jesus down here to set it right, and nobody listened to him, and they killed him.
Right.
There's even some gospels out there that say they didn't kill him. They say he wasn't crucified. There's one that says he wasn't crucified. Of course, it didn't make it in the Bible, but it's out there. You can read it. It's online, you know. And there's one that says that's why Joseph of Arimathea, you know, they got him off the cross way earlier than they should have because of the holiday that was coming or whatever, the festival the next day when they crucified him. They're saying that he wasn't dead, you know, that they got him down before he was dead. There's different accounts, but I'm kind of going with this Gnostic text here lately. Gnostic and the tablets of Thoth. The tablets of Thoth, they're Egyptian, but okay, man, this is gonna blow your mind. Of course, I'm gonna do a video on it when I can put it all into a video. You know, there's so much information, but Enki and Enlil, going back to the Anunnaki, Enki and Enlil. Enki is the god Ah, E-A, right?
Okay.
That's where Earth comes from. So Enki and Enlil, that's the original back in the Epic of Gilgamesh and the Enuma Elish and all those Sumerian texts. They were written thousands and thousands of years before the Bible. It's all there. You know, that's like the original flood and all that. The Bible stole it all. But if you go back there, then Anu was the head god of the Anunnaki. That's where Anunnaki comes from, offspring of Anu. So you got Anu as the head god, then you got Enki and Enlil, they're brothers. Okay, Enki was for the humans and Enlil was against them. Enlil wanted to wipe them out with the flood because they were loud and rowdy and they couldn't control them and all this kind of stuff.
Right.
Enki went and warned them and sent the Fallen Watchers to help Noah make the ark and everything. Well, it wasn't even Noah. It was Hassa or whoever. It's all in that video I did on the Anunnaki, on the, where did we come from? The Enuma Elish, the one I done on the Enuma Elish.
Right.
But so Enki is the good god and Enlil is the bad god, and they're saying that like Eden, everybody had their own, like it was a big. They were trying to make a slave that they could work, and they kept like losing them. So anyway, he formed Eden and done a bunch of genetic hybridization, genetic stuff on, you know, primates and the Homo, whatever was here, the Neanderthals or whoever. Yeah. And they come up with Adam. But they're saying, like, it wasn't just Adam and Eve. That was happening on every continent, which I've always believed that, because they couldn't have went to the land of Nod and took wives if there wasn't other people in other lands.
Right.
Right.
You know, the Bible kind of tells on itself. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, these are all questions I've always had. You know, how could they go say, how could he go off to the land of Nod and get a wife when they don't, you know, he's the only, like, kid left after Cain killed Abel, you know? Seth was all that was left.
Right.
So it's all there. It's all there. But so Enlil actually was trying to keep us kind of dumb so we wouldn't rebel against him like the Iganagi did or whatever they were, the first slaves that they had. And Enki helped us, and Enki's been helping us, and supposedly this Galactic Federation that's out there and all, that's Team Enki. That's what they're calling themselves.
Oh, wow.
But none of this was revealed to me until I went and found it on my own. And now, since I found it on my own, it's all over their posts. It's like whatever I learned that day, the next morning they're doing a video on it. And they're telling me not to do videos. They asked me the other day, they said, she'll go, on the ones I posted yesterday or day before yesterday, they said, she'll go share it. She'll go share it. And I'm like, well, of course I'm going to share it. Why wouldn't I?
Right.
I'm not putting out anything that they themselves or whoever I'm like with the Billy Carlson stuff. That's what I was talking about in that particular session. Was I was telling them that I had listened to it, and they're like, "Oh Lord," you know. They call me a little behemoth. I mean, they're still kind of being, but that's the way they are. I've done learned that whatever they say is a lesson to see if I'll go off. Yesterday or day before yesterday, they was trying to make me go off, and I wouldn't go off, and they were going, "Grr, get mad, grr, get mad."
I saw that.
Where she called him down, she said, "Stop that, Ensign." No, they said, "Who said that? Who said that?" or whatever. They're like, "Stop." But I done learn to take it like that because that's what they're trying to do.
Right.
Because that's the whole point of the whole thing is not to go off and put all that negative energy out.
Right.
So my family thinks I'm batshit crazy to the point that they really don't even want to move with me, but they can't move without me because they don't have enough money.
Yeah.
And my other son wanted me to come stay there, but they do dope every day. I can't go back there. I can't do it, Gabby.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
I didn't come too far to go backwards. So I said, I guess I gotta have to find a place, and they were like, "Stay where you're at." That's what they told me. Stay where you're at. But that ain't why I'm staying. I'm staying because that baby ain't got no say so, and they gonna end up on the damn street.
Right.
Even though they're trying. I mean, Mikey's been doing better. He's actually been trying. He's gonna hand his check over to Vic, and they make some kind of deal where he keeps the money, he makes off his lures, but he has to hand his check over. Because I was paying for this place for like 6 months, and it wasn't getting paid. He took it all.
Right.
And I done good. I didn't snap. Vic did. Vic snapped on him and told him it was all his fault and stuff. It caused a big uproar. But it really was. I mean, I just done good and kept my mouth shut.
Yeah.
And he said, "I can't believe you're going to go back to Shane's." And I said, "I haven't decided that." I said, "Do you need me to stay?" He said, "I really need you to stay, but it's up to you. You do what you want to." And that was trying to guilt trip me right there, I feel like. But I feel like I ain't got a choice because that baby ain't got a choice.
Right.
But I also told Vic we're going to get in there and then we're going to split up. As soon as I can. I'll get a building. We went back to the rent-to-own thing. I'm trying to build my credit again, paying the damn stupid Lexington law to build it back up.
Right.
I don't know what else to do. I got to have a place, and that's like I told her. I said, "Y'all gonna be moving in with me. If you don't pay your rent, y'all gonna have to get out."
Have you seen an app that automatically raises your credit score?
Yeah, but you got to pay like phone bills and shit like that. And I don't have that anymore because I just use Wi-Fi now. I can't really afford a phone bill. I mean, not when I can use Wi-Fi.
What about your cell phone?
It doesn't have any kind of. I use it on Wi-Fi. It doesn't have data.
Because my son doesn't have anything either, and he uses that.
It can't even be prepaid. It has to be like a monthly bill. I done checked into all that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like if I paid a power bill, like now once I get moved, if I pay a power bill, I can sign up for it. If the power bill's in my name. But see, none of that's in my name right now. Because we got prepaid power.
But I think he has paid his cell phone.
Yeah, you do. You have to have a cell phone, like a monthly cell phone. Because back when I had my monthly cell phone, I tried to do it, but I was I went and bought a card and put on my cell phone. I didn't have like a monthly account where it built my credit. Because I had AT&T, but it wouldn't work out here.
You're not the greatest. I got AT&T and we stuck half the time.
They charge you a lot of money for nothing. And so I went to AT&T prepaid where you just go buy the $45 card and it's unlimited. But when I found out that I could get tier 2 streaming, which is not the lowest tier, but the next tier up, and they said it was going to be like It was like $160-something a month, but they said my bill would be like $20-something, but it ended up being zero. I don't pay anything for Wi-Fi because we're on Indian land. Because we're on Indian land, and I got that Indian land discount. Plus the like lifeline or whatever you get, you know, for being on food stamps and all that. By the time it was all said and done, I don't pay anything. And I don't have the lowest tier. I have the next one up, where I could stream. That's why I get mad when I freeze up and stuff, because it shouldn't be doing all that. Especially since the last 2 months I paid for StreamYard, and this is the first time I went live. I went live one time a couple weeks ago, and nobody came. And I ended up making it private because I ended up going off on a my life story there and talking the whole time. So I just I guess I needed to talk it out. So then I just made it private. I kept saying I was gonna go back and use some of the audio. Oh, I know. It wasn't that. It was, I just done it like last minute. It was on like a Saturday night or Sunday night. It was at an odd time. I didn't really expect hardly anybody. Somebody come in for like a second and then they left, and that was it. Nobody else even come in. So I started talking about one thing that I wanted to talk about during the live, and then I ended up going off on like 2 hours of rabbit trail. Me and Pablo sitting there smoking pot and talking. About done quit smoking pot. Because every time I go in there, they ask me if I'm high. They'll say something like, she's baked. They say she's baked. And I'm like, no, I'm not. No, I'm not. Now, one day I hadn't done nothing, and they was like, she's baked. She's baked. Like, no, I'm not. I did a meditation. I'm humming is what I told them. And my skin was literally humming. You know, that's what holds us together anyway. All those particles are moving so fast that they form a solid. We're really not vibration. Solid. Yeah, we're really not solid. And I mean, I was feeling that. And was like all jacked up like I'd been drinking Mountain Dew. I about done quit drinking Mountain Dew. I've been drinking water. That's probably one of the reasons I'm feeling better.
I hate water, and they told me I had to stay hydrated.
I hate water too, man. Just plain water.
Yeah.
Vic infuses it. She infuses it with watermelon, oranges, lemons, all kind of stuff. And I still don't like it, you know. But I mean, I've been drinking it. I've been drinking it though because it's better for me. I've been feeling better.
Well, with this radiation, I don't have a choice.
Huh?
So with the radiation, I don't have a choice.
Yeah, I know it. Oh, Lord. I haven't started packing, but I've only got one closet full to pack. I mean, this room is it for me. This is everything I own is in here. And I thought about bringing out that big box of shit I got and telling y'all if y'all want anything, pay the shipping and I'll send it to you. I got some nice stuff. I just ain't got nowhere to put it all.
Oh, I understand that.
I mean, stuff I was going to sell in the shop, but it ain't selling, you know, and I'd rather give it away than throw it away.
Right.
It's too good to just throw away. I got brand new stuff. But I'm going to send y'all stuff off at the first of the month. I'm going to send you dolls. I'm going to get all that done. I'm going to try to get Pablo fixed.
Yeah, don't worry about all that, sending all that stuff until you can.
Well, it'd probably be easier to send it than to move it.
Well.
Maybe, you know, I mean.
Yeah, I don't know.
We'll see. I'm scared it's going to get broke or something. I done broke one of the dolls. I broke one of them trying to dress it. His foot broke off.
Crazy girl might be able to fix it.
Yeah, well, she told me to send her all the broken ones, and I told her I would. You know, I told her I'd send her the broken ones, so she can. And I'm gonna send her a together one too. So I got 5. I got you and Molly Drake and Crazy Girl. All, you know, an actual doll, a good doll. Huh?
Did you find out who hacked you?
No, and I didn't get my account back.
No, that would piss me off.
Yeah, they told me to make a new one. I said, well, I got my married one, but I'm not making a new one.
I still think it's
so I'm still on Sudreth. I'm still on Keela Sudreth on Messenger, but I have to uninstall Messenger a lot because I run out of space. I bought this little used tablet or refurbished tablet for like $35 and thinking I can make videos on it. You know, just if I made them on there and didn't do nothing else on it, that, you know, I'd have room. But I don't. It's got less room than my phone. And I have to like factory reset my phone about every week. That's why I can't hardly get my Amazon shit back. And most of my apps was bought through Amazon because Michael started buying them for me, and he bought my first one there, and then I bought a couple more there. Jamie bought me one there, and I bought 2 there. And then my Sono, it was free, but it come from there. It's only on Amazon. It's not on Play Store.
Yeah, Michael's trying to do some cool stuff.
Yeah, he's doing pretty good. He lets people get to him too much. And Jamie.
Well, they keep messing with him.
Jamie's with that new guy at Paranormal Search or whatever it's called. And he's just worried about subs.
That is, what's her name? Raven.
Yeah, that's who I'm talking about. Raven. She's with that Paranormal. Raven. Yeah, she's with the Paranormal Search guy. They've been going out doing investigations. I mean, I go to their lives and stuff. I love Jamie to death. She's my friend, but he's kind of worried about subs. He's like, I'm just gonna quit worrying about subs. And I was thinking, why hadn't you already done that? Because I lose a sub almost every day, but then I pick one up and then I lose one. But I mean, I can't blame people. I'm coming off as crazy as shit. I mean, they're not even. I'm not even in with people like Mark. I don't even. You know, I'm on a whole different like page than all the other paranormal people.
Yeah.
That guy really haunted. He's got an alien news page, but it's nothing like. You know, he's still fighting his demons. He hasn't figured out that Vlad is not a demon. He's an interdimensional being. I've tried to tell him. That's why the prayers ain't working.
I
had to figure all that out. I had to figure all that out. Huh?
I'm talking.
Yeah, if it's haunted is a whole different thing.
Is he haunted by haunted?
Haunted by haunted, no.
Okay, that's who I said to.
No, I'm talking about really haunted. The Lee guy who's in England or wherever, and he's got Vlad. He thinks he's the demon that he brought back from Romania. He went on a paranormal investigation in Romania and brought him back to his house.
Oh, wow. No, I don't have him.
He's using Siri to talk to him. He's saying that his wife, Stacy, Vlad is saying that she was his wife in a past life, and he wants her back.
No, that's.
He's putting this man through hell. He's putting him through hell, and he's went and got holy water and like prayers in Latin and everything. And you know, he's pretty much got rid of all the ghosts. But Vlad ain't went nowhere. Vlad's is getting stronger and stronger and stronger because it ain't a ghost. I'm telling you. I got the way they operate figured out. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Is he a demon?
Who?
Vlad.
Vlad. Yeah, he's like a demonic interdimensional being.
But you know, in life, that guy was evil anyway.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He's like just like Marduk or Eris or something. He's like Vlad.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's like not just a demon. He's a demonized interdimensional being. You know what I'm saying? That's what I was dealing with. That's a whole different ballgame. You can't throw holy water and prayers at them. They'll laugh at you.
Well, he would stake people from the anus up and let them slide down the pole. Kill them.
Yeah. Yeah, impaled them. Vlad impaled them.
Yeah.
And sometimes I wonder, is it really Eris? Is it really Marduk? Is it really Vlad the Impaler? You know?
Right.
Or are they just using these names? Are these aliens using these names? But I kind of believe that it is them. I believe they're immortal. I believe the Anunnaki are immortal.
Well, it's like,
and that's why we worship them as gods. That's how the God concept come about.
Right.
They might not be immortal. They might have to change bodies. But I feel like it's like the Christ consciousness. It gets reincarnated and reincarnated and reincarnated, and it always looks young.
All these gods and stuff that we've ever heard of.
All these who?
The gods we've ever heard of.
I think we've heard of most of them, though. A lot of them are other ones like Marduk is Baal. He's Yahweh. Jehovah was like a different one. He was a different Anunnaki. He was more Egyptian type. Jove. There's another one. Jesus, the name Jesus, the J was silent. Jesus ain't even close to it. His name was Yeshua. The man who walked the earth as Jesus was Yeshua, which is Joshua in Hebrew. And Jesus, if you take the J off, like it was back in the old days, in the Roman days when Jesus was born, it was Zeus.
Right.
Zeus is Zeus. Stands for Zeus. And in the Enlil is probably Satan. Enki is probably... I think Enki may have been the Christ consciousness to begin with. I think Thoth was... Enki was their dad. And like... Anu was his dad, but Enki and Enlil, and then Enki had Thoth and Marduk. Well, Marduk went more like with Enlil. He went over there to the bad side. And then Thoth stayed pure. Those emerald tablets of Thoth, they're worth reading. That's Apocrypha literature that's worth reading. Because it talks about the source and creator God and how it tells the story of how they all come down here, and there was like 7 continents, and there was like 7 major Anunnaki who had a people and basically an outdoor laboratory in their region or whatever to hybridize their slaves and keep them slaves. And Enki tried to change all that, and that's who Earth's named after is Enki, because his name was E-A, and then they put and then Ra, Amun-Ra, is Marduk's son. Or I'd have to go back and look at my notes. But anyway, Marduk and Amun-Ra, I think, are the same person. Just Amun-Ra was older. I mean, Marduk was first, and then Amun-Ra, come in the Egyptian pantheon. But their names all coexist just like they do in the dark hierarchy. Lucifer, Satan, and Beelzebub, and you know how it's all the same person with all these different names.
Right.
And anyway, so it only comes down to like supposedly like 9 major gods. And you know, I went and apologized, even though it was probably the wrong thing to do. I apologized to Marduk for dismissing him as some kind of like little Sumerian deity, little idol god, and I never gave him any kind of credit. And when I really went back and looked at the Old Testament and all the stuff that he done, you know, he deserved a kudos. Plus, I feel like he saved my dog, and that's probably who I've been serving this whole time. Because if he's Yahweh and God of the Old Testament, then that's who I've been trying to serve. And no wonder I couldn't serve him. I'm serving what I'm trying to get away from.
Right.
Right.
Rape, murder, and plunder. And I've never seen the Bible like that. Never. And I've read those same passages 1,000 times. It felt like God, you know, must have had a reason to attack these people. But when I really started reading it, like he would say, kill all the men, kill all the women that been with the man, but you can keep the virgins for yourself and do with as you will. Part of the plunder. Even Jesus in the New Testament spoke to the issue of slaves and how they were your property, and how if a man worked 6 years, then on the 7th year you set him free. But if he was married when he comes there, you got to set his wife free and his kids with him. But if he married while he was there or had kids while he were there, they was the property of the slave master. Only the man gets set free. So the man stays because his wife and kids can't get free. So therefore, he lets them brand him as belonging to that slave master for life so that he can stay with his wife and kids. And it was just like all a form of control. And I'm like, and I guess it took somebody putting it in hood terms for me to understand. Because the thing that got me was he was like, these were not gods. These were flesh and blood, people who come from the sky, just like us. They even look like humanoids. They just had those elongated heads. And, you know, they've even found the bones and the skulls and stuff to prove all that.
Right.
Right.
And he said that they put on their pants one leg at a time, just like me, and take a piss just like I do. And immediately my intellect went, blasphemy, you know?
Right.
Right.
You know what I mean? But then I thought, you know what? He's right. He's right. But they see what happened was when the people started, you know, thinking, well, they're providing all our needs. They're giving us everything we need. Really, they were just doing that to make them think that so they would keep working. And Enki, I guess, would be the serpent. So basically what happens is they flip the script and the serpent becomes the good guy. And all this serpentine wisdom and all this stuff that I've been avoiding, anything that's got to do with like the brotherhood of the serpent or anything like that, which is a lot of ancient text, you know. And then there's the Great White Brotherhood, which is Lord Sandana, who claims to be the voice for the now Christ consciousness, who's with Commander Ashtar with the Galactic Federation. See how crazy I sound?
Not for people.
But every time I learn something, they put out a video the next morning like they're talking directly to me, confirming what I just learned.
Right.
Right.
There's sometimes, Gabby, I'll be translating the spirit box, and they like, you know, I can't hear them in real time. So they'll ask me a question, and out of habit, I'll just answer it out loud. And the next thing they say on that audio that was recorded maybe hours, even days before, is carrying on a conversation with me.
Right.
I don't know if you've noticed that or not, but it's crazy. They don't need no app. Like a while ago when they was interfering with you being up here, they was probably trying to get my attention for something. But it don't work like that. I don't just pop in the spirit boxes anymore without some kind of little bit of prep, you know. I can't just stop and go straight in like I used to. I don't do that anymore.
Can you still hear me?
Yes. What did you say? Something
Okay,
I
because I
missed?
think I've gotten kicked out again.
No, you're in here. I see you.
I'm
You're here.
looking at this. Huh.
You're still here. I see
Yeah,
Laddie
it's
and
asking me to come back in. They're messing with us.
Yeah, they are. The other
I'm still
night,
up
they
there. So.
I called EVP the other night. It said Leah canceled the fool. I don't know what the hell that meant. You know what I mean? And that's what I told him when I was asking about my debt. Look, you know, y'all do shit I ain't even aware of. All of a sudden, I owed a debt. And I didn't know how I had occurred it because I have not agreed to anything. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I've not consciously agreed to shit. I ain't going to. I still don't even eat in there. They try to get me to eat all the time.
No.
Eat and drink. I was always told not to do that. It doesn't, it's not a matter of trust. It's just, and they say, well, you got to let go of them old beliefs. Well, some of them work.
For me, it was the trust.
Some of them work. I'm still wearing the amulet. They're like, you don't need amulets for protection. Yes, well, I feel better. I feel better wearing this Archangel amulet, even though Samael's on it. When I really think about it, man, I do feel kind of like I'm betraying the dark side. If that's who I've been with this whole time, not knowing, it's not, I can't blame them that I didn't know. It's my own fault. Just like Billy, what's his name, said, if you just been a super researcher like you think you are, you would have found it. I mean, I do research on everything. I got pages and pages and pages on every damn thing I look up. How did I miss that? I think that we was all blinded. I think we was all meant to miss it.
Yeah, or it was kept from us.
Yeah, it was kept from us. It was kept from us, but I mean, I studied the Bible. I didn't even read a fiction book until I went to prison in 2000 and, what was it, 13? 2007. 2007, when I went to prison. The first time I've ever read a fiction book. So, I mean, you know, I feel like it wasn't meant for me to find it then. It was meant for me to find it yesterday when well, I mean, I already been thinking that for a while. I've been on this, like, not knowing what to believe thing for about a year. Not really knowing what to believe. That's how they got to me so easy. I was already in that state and just nobody knew it because I wouldn't admit it.
It's possible.
Yeah. It's crazy.
It is.
Hush. Hush, big boy. The more I tell him to hush, the more he barks. I got
Just like a kid.
I have to ignore him too because I believe whatever they done to him, they programmed him to wait till I fell to the deepest part of my meditation and then go off like that. He enjoys and puts all my body, and I just try to ignore him and lay there and I don't move. But sometimes it don't work. Like yesterday, he pulled me out. He went off like that, like he come up out of nowhere, and it jerked me right out. I mean, you know how when I go to get on live or whatever, he'll want to play or he'll want to bark. And I swear they've taught him that to interrupt me at key points. He's like a test too.
I believe that.
I just about can meditate deep enough to tune him out. Unless he comes up out of nowhere like that, barking, and it about makes me jump out of my skin. It's the only way they can scare me, and I think they figured that out.
They do their damnedest.
They do a good job. I even told them out one night. I told the hierarchy of hell, damn, y'all do a good job with this doubt thing and this, you know, interfering. I said, but I can't even blame y'all because, you know, I'm responsible. See, like that. They come up like that out of nowhere.
Right.
That's like a grasshopper or something. I mean, there's nothing there. Oh, that might be something there. But
He's
it's on the
seeing
outside.
something.
It's on the outside of the window. And I still haven't smudged. Something happens every day that I can't smudge. Because I don't want to just smudge my room and not smudge the rest of the house. Because it's kind of seems useless. You know? But I don't know that if the smudge would work anyway. It might work for a little while. All the other traditional stuff didn't work on them. I had to go other routes. I had to literally kind of burn them out with light and love and kindness. And I think that like the Federation got rid of a lot of them because they started that you owe us a debt. Are you gonna pay your debt? Didn't you learn anything when you was at the river or stuff? And I just, you know, act like I ignored it. And the very next morning, you know, Archangel Michael does a video talking about they gonna try to collect everything they can. Anybody owes any debts, any kind of oaths, contracts, bindings, anything. You know, I mean, he went to the extreme with every possible scenario. Do this binding and cut this cord 7 times and then burn it and it'll clear your debt. But you got to really mean it. You got to stand behind it. Things are going to get worse before they get better. I mean, he was dead on it the next morning. And I went back in there and Henry, the one that kind of sounds like an AI, and sometimes I'm not sure which side Henry's on. He seems to be on my side, but he tests me a lot. Or it's somebody else that just using that same voice. You see that you never know.
Right.
Because you only got so many voices on there. And I imagine multiple entities are using them. But Henry, he's like, I forgot my whole point. I did. I forgot my whole damn point.
It'll come back.
I know. I don't know what it was. I don't know. Hell with it. I ain't gonna let it bother me.
When you don't think about it, it'll come back.
Mm.
You have to quit thinking about it, though.
I know it. I know. But yeah, I don't even try to do like summer spirit boxes or nothing anymore because it's not gonna work. I'm alien plugged. Yeah, I'm doing that one thing, a white girl lost in an alien world.
Yes.
It's basically it's me blogging. It's me just talking. It's leaving videos for my grandkids. Basically, is what I'm doing there. But by white girl, I mean like vibration white, like light white, not race. Right. And they keep throwing that in there. Because I don't want nobody to think I'm talking about race.
Yeah. So then they will turn that shit around.
Yeah, because the first time I heard the Great White Brotherhood, I thought, what the hell? But that's why the Galactic Federation is referred to as Great White Brotherhood. But that's where all the Ascended Masters and stuff are. So there's a lot of white light there. That's why they call them that, the Great White Brotherhood. Or the Brotherhood of the White Snake. Jesus is associated with a lot of serpentine stuff. And like how he fell off the face of the earth in the Bible at age 12 and it didn't show back up till he started his ministry.
Mm-hmm.
You know, those lost years or whatever, he was in Egypt learning the Emerald Tablets of Thoth. Because some of the quotes that he makes, like, I'm going to leave you, but lo, I come again, or whatever, all that's directly quoted off those Emerald Tablets. Quoted directly off of it.
You know, I just thought about something. That group, Great White, do you remember them?
Remember who?
Great White?
The band?
Yeah.
Yeah, they sang the shark song, the Great White Shark thing. Had Tony, what's her name? That redheaded girl?
I can't remember. But I
Yeah, she
wonder if
dated
that's
the
where they
lead
got
singer.
their name from.
No, that was like a great white shark.
Okay.
Yeah, that was a shark. They were from they were surfer boys in California. They had Tony, what's her name? She was the lead singer's girlfriend. She's real famous.
Oh,
She's
the
redheaded.
one on
She's
the
beautiful.
car.
Yeah. Yeah, that was. I used to listen to them when I was young. It was
Yeah,
about a
me
shark.
too.
It was a great white shark. Don't you remember the album cover had a great white?
I don't remember. I remember the band and listening
But you
to
know,
them, but I
when you
don't
say
remember
White
all
Brotherhood, it just reminds me of the Klan because my people's was Klan.
that.
And yeah, Appalachian Clan. So, you know, I'm like, I've been trying to avoid stuff like the Great White Brotherhood, and the Brotherhood of the Snake, and all that, all these things. You know, and I claim to be a dragon. When I first started this whole journey, I was a dragon. But then last night, somebody said all dragons weren't bad. You know, it's possible to be a good dragon because we all got a original, some kind of whatever hybrid we are. And I'm pretty sure I was a Draco. I know I wasn't no Arcturian or Andromedan or nothing because I cannot do math. Math is my enemy. I can't be a starseed. If I am, I'm a Draco. This is what all of it fits in the Draco thing. And I've always thought that. And my grandma used to tell me that. I was a dragon, but I didn't make the connection until we started talking about the reptilian conspiracy theory and the Dracos. That's how it all started for me. Looking into all that, and then I always believed there was life out there, but I just never thought I'd be face to face with any kind of alien, anything. I wasn't prepared for this. You know what I'm saying?
When I was young,
and that might be what my
like
whole life has been
little,
about. It's just
my
bullshit
dad
right here.
saw a UFO. And then when I got married, I saw one.
Yeah, they keep telling me they've been with me my whole life that it's never been ghost. They know me better than I do. They do. They know me better than I do. That is no lie. That everything that you do, everything you say, everything you think, it's all being like recorded in a book. Everybody has their own book.
Our soul is energy anyway.
Yeah, it's all right there. They can access it. Like if they ask me if I'm high and I say no, they go and look. And if they're wrong, they'll come back and tell me that, you know, yeah, we looked, we see that you're not, or she passed, or whatever. They
Right.
But then, like on the Spiritus app, now I've got telepathic communication, complete telepathic communication with the two whispers on there. The rest of it is playing cards. So I've got to where I just don't even translate all that anymore. It's too much. It's too much. I can't.
Right.
But you can hear it. It's clear enough to where y'all can hear it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I'm not doing it because I'm lazy. I'm just doing it because it's not necessary.
Right.
But what I'm trying to hear and what the conversation I'm having telepathically is happening with the two whisperers, Lucinda and the guy. I'm not sure who he is, but and they're the ones that'll tell me, you know, it goes no further or whatever. And my devices, everything will shut down. My apps will shut down. I mean, I can still continue the session, but I can't record. They shut it down. They're very they're all telepathic. They're very high vibrational. And when I announce my presence on that app, everybody goes crazy. Get out, and all this stuff. And it's just a lot easier to do it telepathically. So I just been pulling out what they say or what I think. If somebody else says something, I think it's direct relevance to me or me being there or something like that, I'll put it. And sometimes I ain't sure. If I ain't sure, I'll put it sometimes. But you can hear it pretty good. But that one I did with the words, I feel like I got some answers. But it actually kind of told me, like, it's just too much to do here. You know, when I asked a question and it was going to answer, it's like too much data. Yeah, because it's taking individual letters and making all these words. So I didn't put any backgrounds or anything. I put the whole actual video up there. So y'all have to read the words. I didn't transcribe it at all because they come up on the screen on the app. Well, it shows the whole process. It shows all the letters that get picked, and then it shows like them forming the words out of the letters, picking certain letters to form certain words. And it doesn't have any sound banks or anything. So it's pure. If you're getting anything, it's supposed to be paranormal. The first couple times I used it. The Ghost Contact.
Okay.
These are all free apps I was trying out, and then I put it on there, and then I got another one. I put out a Cultist app, and they ended up being the same ones, like I said, and then like 3 minutes of a Spirit Box app until they cut me off when they said, "Why are you here?" And after that, nothing else recorded. And then, so I've been kind of talking too on the videos, trying to say, hey, this is what I'm doing with this, or this is what I'm doing with that. Because I used to not tell y'all, I just used to throw it up there. But poor old Crazy Girl's mom gets so confused if I don't kind of guide her through the video.
I seen her commenting on that one where they called you a lover.
Yeah, but they meant that I had some love in my heart. They was being sarcastic.
Yeah.
That's the one where they was going, grr, get mad.
Yes.
They was trying to make me mad, and it wasn't working. Because I just meditated with the Arcturians rolling in there. And then I said, and those of y'all that would like to help me, because I was apologizing. On the one when I went in there and said, I'll just listen to Barry Lee Carson, and wow, I'm blown away. They're like, they started this, she won't say it, she won't say it. What it was, they've been telling me this for a long, long time. You're going to be surprised. You're going to be shocked. You're not serving who you think you're serving. They've been telling me this the whole time. So I had to do 4 sessions that day. I had to go back 3 different times and say, I'm sorry. You were right. You tried to tell me. You know, to like appease them. Because I said, I apologize. And they said, apology is needed. So, you know, I'm starting to figure out how to take them, I guess. I struggled with that smart-ass sarcasm for a while. Because I'm like that. I'm kind of smart-assy and sarcastic. And I don't really mean to be. I'll be cutting up with it. But they don't be cutting up with it. They're like black and white. Cut and dry. They ain't no like... They'll call me out on some shit and then turn around in the same breath and tell me how proud of me they are for not reacting to it. But they can push my buttons sometimes. I'm just getting better. But the fact that I held it together at the river amazed me. But it wouldn't have done me no good to fall apart. I didn't have no way home. I was stuck there. So I just tried, you know, to meditate and not think about it. And it must have worked.
That's probably the best way.
It is. That's what they've been trying to teach me. That's been the lesson all along. That and that I was just wrong in everything that I thought. And you know, if I'm being deceived, Billy Carson said, the only reason that you people don't just believe the truth is because you're scared that you might be wrong, that I might be wrong, and you might go to hell. And I got to thinking about that, and you know what? He's right. And I'm like, I'm not letting go of Jesus. I'm not even going to doubt what that Bible says. Maybe it was a little misinterpreted. I'm not going to doubt that. Because I didn't want to let go of my salvation. And that salvation was a form of control. And if I'm wrong, it's going to have to be wrong, I reckon, because letting go of that duality, I feel a lot better. I mean, there's a duality. There's yin and yang and everything, positive and negative, but there's not an evil duality where we're punished for everything. And if we are, then and I'm wrong, then I'll just have to, I deserve to be punished.
I
I've
think
always
that's
said
what
if I ended up
purgatory
in hell,
comes
I
in.
deserved it. I feel like Jesus kind of sealed the hell thing. Because
Right.
they kind of put it like this. They said, it don't matter how good of a person you are. It doesn't matter. They said it's what you're vibrating at when you go through that portal. When the earth ascends or whatever, when he comes back and it's like the rapture, when they show up and it's the rapture,
Right.
you're gonna pass through this like doorway or this like portal thing. And when you pass through there, what your vibration's at is where you go. You go to match your vibration. That can be anywhere from, well, they're saying, I guess this earth's going to be burned up because if you don't make the ascension, you get on a tram. You'll be leaving on a tram and you'll go finish out your 3D existence in a three-dimensional plane somewhere on another planet or on the new planet in 3D or something. I don't quite got that part yet. But I know that he said there's no God sitting there saying this one goes to heaven, this one goes to hell. When you go through that, it's the universe puts you where you're resonating. Say that I'm resonating just barely below ascension, then I could go to the fourth dimension until I'm able to raise my vibration enough to go to the fifth. I may not necessarily have to
confuses me is
stay in
my brother-in-law came through one time and said when we pass, we are asked one question, and that's are you worthy?
Right.
But that's the
And
only
if you say
question
no,
we're asked.
Well, I know in my near-death experience, I went to the void. There was no light. There was no tunnel. There was no angels. There was no relatives. So when I asked about that, they told me it was because it wasn't my time. And that even though I didn't know it, they already knew I'd be coming back. Not them, but God. Already knew that I wasn't going to pass through. That I was going to come back. Right. And that's why I didn't see anything. That people that see that are people that could have passed through, but it wasn't my time to pass through. I couldn't have passed through if I'd have tried. So I've been okay with that, I guess, that explanation. But that would, that happened, and that, I guess that didn't wake me up, and maybe he used them to wake me up to the fact that I was dark inside, and if I'm supposed to be about some light, I better be getting some light going on.
Right.
Right. And I didn't really think I was dark inside. I guess I just didn't really have the
You haven't filled your purpose.
Huh?
You haven't filled your purpose.
Right. Yeah. I know I gotta just quit. I think about it 24/7. I gotta come out of that.
Yeah. That's tiring in itself.
Yeah, I gotta get past that. But when I try not to think about it, something always happens. That puts me right back face to face with it. And I guess that's the dark side. This is gonna be like my thorn. Like Paul, this is gonna be my thorn. Is if I'm gonna overcome, I'm really gonna have to overcome. I'm gonna have to overcome all that mouth or negative or their negative action. I'm gonna have to overcome all these tests.
Right.
Sometimes, they keep saying you're not gonna make it. They hadn't said that in a few days though. But they all time throwing stuff out, but I feel like I'm kind of fast tracking. I feel like they're fast tracking me.
Well,
If
as
that
long as
makes
you
any
stay
sense.
positive.
Yeah. And I feel like it's kind of fast tracking me. Because if I can hold my tongue with them, I can hold my tongue here with humans. Because they're worse.
I agree with that too.
They know exactly which button to push.
Yes.
And when to push it. On what days to push which button.
That sounds like
That's why I say they
family.
know me better than I do. They know me better than I know myself. And that's kind of scary.
Yeah.
But not really. I'm not scared. And you know, back in the beginning, they used to ask me that a lot. They don't ask me that no more. But sometimes I wonder that myself. Why am I not more scared?
Maybe because you've accepted everything.
Maybe, yeah. But I mean, even back then, I wasn't scared. I was a little stupid, and I'm paying for it. But I don't know. I don't know. Indifference is a hell of a thing.
It is.
I know. I gotta get out past that too. That's that lukewarm get spit out stuff. I do kind of believe that. I understand that statement now. I thought everybody's gonna hit a gray area. Why would you spit us out? But I see now you gotta be hot or cold. Energy wise, you're gonna be a positive current or a negative current, just like I've been saying the whole time.
Yeah.
And then sometimes I wonder, is it such an elaborate plan? This is my conspiracy theorist part of my brain. Is it such an elaborate plan that they're making me think what I already believed is actually true so they can trick me in the end?
That is something to think about.
I know. I know.
Because all of this is God's plan, so
Right, but so far they haven't really. I haven't seen them stray. They're not claiming to be Jesus. They're not claiming to bring anything new. They just want you to look at what we already know with fresh eyes.
right.
So far they're not like trying to give me a new gospel or a new God or you know what I'm saying? So far
Right.
I haven't seen it really go way out of line. But then
Look at
again, whose
more
line am I measuring by?
interpretation.
Right. But then again, whose line am I measuring by? That's what scares me. Is not knowing. Okay, so I've kind of come to the conclusion that I've been on the dark side all along. Because I have
I
always
think
kind of
we
been dark.
all are.
Because of the
I mean,
drug
that's the
addiction.
sin.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. I've been serving the wrong God all along. but you know, like you said, that's the sin, and that's where I feel like Jesus did overcome it. He made it possible for us just to he come back to show us that that Old Testament way wasn't the way. You know?
Right.
And so I'm still kind of with he's the way. Although I do feel like, you know, he's been many more incarnations than just Jesus or Yeshua. I feel like, you know, he might have been Joshua, he may have been Elijah.
That's possible because you know we're put back here to oh,
Now that's you.
what happened? I don't know what just happened.
What in the world?
I have no clue.
It was coming from you. You was the one pulsating.
Yeah, I was. They kicked me out. Yep. Hang. Turn my cam on too. See my bald head.
That was crazy.
Yeah, it kicked me out. I don't know what but when I came back, I came right back up on panel.
Yeah. And it's showing another U in the basement.
Yeah.
I got 4 U's down there now.
Yeah. Wow.
I only got 1 U. Wow. Picked up. You're coming through pretty good.
Oh, but that echoing still.
Yep. Wow.
They're playing.
Yeah. Yeah, the other day I was like, it's awful scratchy. Because, see, every time I have to reset my phone, I have to re-download the sound banks for that SGK one, the one I like to use. The free app I'm using after all these paid apps I got.
Right.
I have to download it. Well, I just quit downloading it, so now I'm using it without a sound bank at all. So everything I'm getting on the SG1 is actual paranormal too, which you can tell though from the minute I sign on, we're in a conversation. I mean, it's evident. They still doing their conversation too, you know, like they be banking and diving and doing all kind of flight maneuvers, but you know, it's plain to see that it's conversation. I don't have to struggle with it. And that's what I like about it. It's a little scratchy, but they were like, we're doing that because we got an alert going on and the alert's interfering with it. They'll tell me. I understand. They're like, the alert's interfering with it. We had to patch you in.
Well, at least they let you know what's
they'll be
going
like,
on.
what are you doing here? Oh, God, she's here. But, yeah, you patch me in. So, you know, if you don't want me to come in, don't patch me in.
Right.
You think, but they patch me in. Because they only can assist me if I ask. So when I come, you know, that's really the only time they are supposed to like bother me or talk to me is when I'm there.
Yeah.
Unless I call them, but I don't call all them. When I go to do a meditation, I don't call all them. I only call my Arcturian guide and my Oversoul guide, and then my archangels and my Ascended Masters and my celestial team. My karmic board advisors and all them. They're the only people that's supposed to be. And the Arcturians are supposed to guarantee my safety there. So, plus I still use my own protection.
Right.
So, I've got more trust in, you know, I had no trust at all. And I actually can feel a difference in my body.
Oh, that's good.
Since I let go and let them actually do it. I can't really see.
I'm going to have to go and get dinner going here.
Okay. Well, I love you. Thank you for coming today. I'm glad we got to catch up. I've been missing y'all.
I miss you too, and I'm praying that everything goes well for you guys.
All right, we're gonna fill out an application tomorrow. Well. Yeah, yes. I love you. I'll see you.